Welcome to Tellico Village. This is a beautiful master plan community, 4,800 acres, sits right along Tellico Lake, 3 championship golf courses. In this video, we're gonna look at all that, look at the golf courses, the lake, the yacht club, all of the amenities. So if you wanna know everything there is to know about living in Tellico Village, this video is for you. Let's check it out. So this home was just completed a couple weeks ago, currently listed on the market for $614,900. It is just under 2,200 square feet, a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and it is absolutely beautiful. So let's go take a look inside, and this will just give you a good idea for what a lot of these homes in Tellico Village are like. You know, most of the homes in Tellico Village that are being sold right now are new construction just because there's so much building. And so if you're looking to purchase a home here, curious about what the homes look like, this is a really nice one, but it gives you a good idea for what you can get for your money. So again, $614,900, just under 2,200 square feet. And it has this beautiful open floor plan, which is what the vast majority of these new homes are gonna have. Almost all of them will have this open floor plan. And it's got beautiful finishes, white quartz countertops, gas fireplace. It's got a nice large master suite, and it's gonna have a huge master bathroom as well. And it's got all quartz countertops in the bathrooms, really nice finishes, huge master closet that connects right here through to the laundry room. And even in the laundry room, you get this nice tile. You get a sink with quartz countertops and all kinds of storage in the laundry room as well. The garage is right here off of the main room. And I mean, this home is absolutely beautiful. You can see the towering ceilings and just the detail that this builder has put in throughout. So most of these homes are going to be similar in size. Most of these new homes are going to be similar in size to this, with the open floor plan, the master suite, and then they're going to have 2 guest bedrooms. So you got guest bedrooms over here, and the guest bathroom is also going to be really nicely finished as well. So this, again, $614,000. The prices for new homes in Tellico Village typically range from around $500,000 up to $700,000, $750,000 is kind of the range that most of them are going to fall in. This one has a screened in back patio. Most of them are going to have a patio or a back deck, and a lot of those will be screened in. Now, one more thing to check out on this one, you can see nice flat backyard that has a little bit of privacy with the trees. Now, the lot in Tellico Village is going to make a huge difference on the price. So this one is nice and flat. As you saw, the front yard is fairly flat as well. We'll go out and check that out again. But this makes a huge difference on the value of the home. So if you put this home on a lot where you've got a steep driveway or no privacy in the back and a really steep backyard, you know, those things make a big difference on the price. So this is a premium lot, and that just having that flat driveway, the privacy in the back is really what a lot of people are looking for. But you are going to pay a little bit of a premium for that type of lot. You know, could be $40,000, $50,000 to get a nice flat private lot like this compared to one that maybe has a steeper driveway or no privacy in the back. Pro number one of living in Tellico Village is the golf courses, and there are 3 of them here. This one here across the lake for me is called Tenassi. The other 2 are Tokwa and Kahiti. I'll show you those ones as well. But Tenassi is one of 3 championship golf courses here. The thing I really like about Tenassi is it is an open course. I love golf. I'm not that good. I don't get to get out and play all that often, but Tenassi is a nice open course, and so it is a little bit easier than the other 3. What you get here is you get 3 very different golf courses. So like I said, Tenassi is a little more open. Tokwa is a little bit tighter, and I typically score a little bit worse at Tokwa. And then Kahiti is really a link style golf course, but you just get that variety here. And that's something that I really like. You know, I grew up playing golf here, still love to play golf here. My grandparents live just down the street here in the village, so spent a lot of time playing golf here. These golf courses are really nice, and I'm excited to show you around a couple of the other ones as well. So another thing that a lot of people are curious about is what is the difference between all the different neighborhoods in Tellico Village? And there are several different distinct neighborhoods, and they have some slight differences. For the most part, there are a lot more similarities than differences. But one of the differences is that in some areas, you tend to get slightly larger lots than others. And this neighborhood right here, it's called Tomatley neighborhood, and you get some nice large lots in here. Now, a couple things, there are really three different types of lots in Tellico Village. You have golf course lots, and these homes right here sit right here on Tenacity Golf Course. You also have lake lots, of course, and then you have just your standard lot that doesn't sit either on a golf course or a lake. Now, of course, the lake lots are by far the most expensive. Golf course lots behind that, and then other lots are after that. But you can really get some of these nice big lots on the golf course and off the golf course in various neighborhoods, up to almost an acre, although the majority of lots are going to be closer to a third to half an acre. But you can get some of these lots that are, you know, substantially bigger, up to an acre. And, you know, this is one of those neighborhoods that offers some of these larger lots. Now, one of the cons that I wanted to touch on real quick while I'm in this neighborhood here, you know, this neighborhood is right in the middle of Tellico Village. And from right here, it's going to take about 25 minutes to get to Knoxville. And so one of the cons I wanted to bring up is that Tellico Village is a little bit far out from Knoxville, which is the closest major city. Now, Lenoir City is just about 15 minutes away, and there is some shopping right here in Tellico Village that I'll take you and show you here in a minute. But one of the cons to some people is that it's just a little bit out of the way from Knoxville. Now, if you compare it to most of the other communities that are of this caliber, of this type, with all the amenities and the golf courses, this is actually one of the closest ones to Knoxville. So compared to the other ones, really it is closer, but it is a bit of a con to some people just having that 25 to 35 minute drive to get into Knoxville. Pro number two to living in Tellico Village is the lake. And this is honestly one of the nicest lakes around. You know, there are several other lakes in East Tennessee, but Tellico Lake is really nice. It's not super built up like Fort Loudon is, which is the one that runs through Knoxville. It's a clean lake, and you've got the mountains out in the background. So it's just a really pretty lake. You know, I grew up on this lake. As I mentioned, my grandparents live out here in the village. They actually live right on the lake a little bit further down this way. And so I grew up on the lake. One of my favorite things to do, just spend time out on the boat, tubing and skiing and wakeboarding. So I absolutely love that. And that is just one of the huge benefits of being in East Tennessee, is having all the lakes around. So pro number two is the lake here. And this also comes along with con number two that I wanted to mention. You know, this is the yacht club out here, the boats out here, and then the yacht club right up here. And con number two that I wanted to mention is there are no boat slips available to rent right now. So the waiting list is probably about 18 months out, is what they're telling people. So if you're looking to move here and get a boat slip, it's probably going to be about 18 months before you'll actually be able to get one. So the pro of just having this lake here, the con, there is quite a long wait list for getting these boat slips, but there are two boat launches that are right here in the village, and there's a storage facility down at the other end. Of course, you can keep it in your garage if you had a boat and wanted to keep it there. So other options, but you know, having the lake here and being able to access it, whether or not you have a boat slip, is just one of the great pros about living in Tellico Village. One of the other pros, so pro number three, is all the trees in Tellico Village. And this is just one of the typical neighborhoods, kind of what they typically look like. And you just see all the mature trees that have been left. You know, this developer didn't come in and just clear cut everything. They left a lot of the trees. So as I was talking about just a minute ago, you have a large variety in the type of lots you can get, just as far as the size, whether they're on a golf course or the lake or something like that. But really what a lot of people are looking for primarily is just privacy. So these lots offer that. You know, you look in the back of these lots and all you have is trees back there. So what you need to look for when looking at homes or lots in here, a lot of the property in Tellico Village is just common area, you know, just an easement owned by the POA that'll never be built on. So a lot of times you'll have strips of POA property behind lots and behind homes. And so that gives you that privacy back there. So that's really one of the things that you need to look for when looking at lots and homes. But pro number 3 is just all of the trees that are really everywhere in Tellico Village, like this neighborhood right here. Now, one of the common misconceptions that I just want to take a second to clear up is that a lot of people think Tellico Village is a 55 plus community, and it's actually not. You know, it's primarily marketed as a retirement community. So the majority of the residents in Tellico Village are retirees, but there are something like around 200 families that live in Tellico Village as well. So overall, there are over 5,000 households in Tellico Village. There are about 1,400 lots still available to build on. So if you're wondering if you've missed the boat, you have not. There are still well over 1,000 lots left to build on, but it's not a 55 plus community. So it's been marketed as a retirement community, but there are younger families that live in here. I sold a home to a family with a 1-year-old, 11-month-old baby actually a couple months ago, and I've sold homes to couples that are in their 50s that are, you know, just have kids that have just gone to college, but they're still working. They're still going to be working for the next several years. So I've sold a couple homes to families like that. So definitely there are younger families in Tellico Village. It's not 55 plus, but it is predominantly retirees. Now, the third con I wanted to talk about is that a lot of the neighborhoods in Tellico Village do not have access to the golf courses by golf cart. So Tellico Village really is not a golf cart community. You know, a lot of people kind of assume that since there are the 3 golf courses, it's really a golf cart community. And that's not really the case. You know, there are several communities, several neighborhoods that sit right along the golf courses. And in those cases, there are a lot of people that have their own golf cart and park it in their garage and can have access to the golf courses. But, you know, this neighborhood, for example, and really a lot of the other neighborhoods sit a little bit further away from the golf course. And in order to even get to the course from this one, for example, you have to hop on the highway, which is Tellico Parkway. And it's a, you know, a 50-mile-an-hour highway. So you really cannot get a golf cart out there. So con number 3 is that Tellico Village really is not a golf cart community. Now, the caveat to that is if you are looking for that access to a golf course with your own golf cart, you can get homes like that. In fact, the neighborhood that I was just in a minute ago, to Motley neighborhood, is actually accessible to Tenasseee Golf Course. So if that is important to you, just make sure that you're looking at one of these neighborhoods that does in fact sit on the golf course, so you'll have access with your golf cart. This facility right here is one of the biggest pros to living in Tellico Village. This is the wellness center, and you know, there are a lot of other amenities in Tellico Village. So my pro number 4 to living in Tellico Village is just going to be the amenities, but this is a big part of those amenities. So this wellness center right here has a fitness facility with exercise equipment, cardio equipment, weight training equipment. It's got a indoor pool, and there's also an outdoor pool that's just down the hill from here at one of the other wellness facilities. There are tennis courts back here, and there is an incredible pickleball facility with even a covered pavilion for pickleball. So rain or shine, people can be out here playing pickleball, and pickleball is really big here in Tellico Village. If you haven't played pickleball, it's a ton of fun. I've started playing recently, and it's an absolute blast. It's a little bit easier to pick up than tennis is, to me anyways. So that's one of the things I really like about it. It's easy to learn and easy to get started at. But this pickleball facility is super nice. So pro number 4 is the amenities in Tellico Village, and this wellness center is a huge part of that. It's also got a mountain view out here in the background from the wellness facility, which is really cool. So as you're sitting there in the cardio equipment or the weight training equipment, you've got this view looking out over the Smoky Mountains, which is really cool. Now, con number 4 that I wanted to talk about while I'm out here on this walking trail is that there are not a ton of flat walking areas in Tellico Village. So con number 4 is just a lack of flat walking areas. There's this little greenway that goes around the wellness center that's fairly flat and it's paved, but for the most part, there are not many greenways in Tellico Village. There is a walking trail that's right outside the village, just about 5 minutes out, that's really easy to get to, but there aren't a ton of paved trails. You can walk on the roads because most of the neighborhood roads are really quiet, so that's what most people do. You just get out and walk on the roads, but most of them are not flat. They're a little bit hilly. So one of the cons that I have heard from people that are moving here is they wish there were more flat areas to walk. So essentially there are a lot of roads that you can walk on. It's just a little bit lacking in those flat areas with the paved trails to walk on. So that's con number 4. But, you know, overall, just beautiful scenery, great amenities, and great fitness facility. So this is the Tellico golf course out here, and this is the Tellico clubhouse up here behind me. Now, Tellico is one of the courses that has a driving range. So Tenasseee does not have a driving range, but Tellico and Kahidi both have driving ranges. And the Tellico course overall is a little bit more difficult than Tenasseee is. Now, it's definitely a very fair course, but in my opinion anyways, it's a little bit more difficult. A lot of the fairways are a little bit tighter, but a really fair course nonetheless. So a couple things that I really like about all the courses here. One, they run through the neighborhoods. So all the fairways are just sitting here in between homes or on the lake, which is the other really nice thing. So a lot of the fairways run next to the lake or in between the neighborhoods. And it's just, as opposed to some golf courses where the fairways just run kind of back and forth next to each other, these ones really run through the neighborhoods and along the lakes, and it's really pretty. It also allows a lot of the homes to sit on the golf course, which creates a really nice environment for your backyard area. So those are just a couple things that I really like about these golf courses. You can get a membership, but you're not required to get a membership to the golf courses when you live in Tellico Village, which is another point that's important to know. The POA fee, which is around $168 a month, that does not cover the amenities. It does not cover the golf course membership or the fitness facility. So to join the fitness facilities, that membership is around $600 a year for a family, and the golf course is around $2,800 a year. Now, unless you play more than about twice a week, it's really not worth it. It just makes more sense to, you know, pay as you play. But, you know, either way, great opportunity. And 2 of the golf courses here do have the driving range and the practice facilities with the putting green and all of that. Now, as I mentioned, Tellico Village is a little bit out from town. You know, you're going to be about 30 minutes out from Knoxville, about 15 minutes out from Lenore City, but there is a grocery store right here in Tellico Village. So this Food Lion is right here in Tellico Village. There's also a home store that's right across the road here called Sloan's. So it's kind of like a, you know, a small hardware and home goods store. So you have both those that are right here in Tellico Village. Wherever you live in the village, you're going to be just about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes at the furthest from this right here. But honestly, if you're on the further end over in Kahidi, there's another grocery store, Food City, that's going to be even a little closer for you. So really wherever you are, there's going to be a grocery store probably within about 10 minutes. If you're thinking about buying a home in Tellico Village, it's very important to understand how these homes are actually getting sold. So I'm going to take a second just to explain really what the process is in Tellico Village and help you, if you are trying to move towards that, really make a plan and put a plan in place. So number one, the majority of homes being sold right now are new construction. And that's just for the simple fact that there is so much building going on right now that, you know, you have the option to get new construction. And most people, compared to the older homes, they prefer a new one. And one of the major reasons for that is the newer floor plans have the open kitchen and living room, and that's what most people are really looking for. And then of course, just being completely updated as well. So that's the first thing to know, that most homes being sold are new construction. The second thing to know is that a lot of them are sold before they are complete. This one right here, we have under contract for one of our clients. It's been under contract for a couple months. It's going to be completed up here in a few weeks, but you know, they would have missed out on that if they had waited until it was complete. Somebody else would have already gotten it under contract. So that's one very important thing to know. A lot of these homes are being sold before they're even complete. And I would say the majority of the homes that we're selling, well, first of all, almost all of them are new that me and my team are selling. The majority of those are not complete yet. So anywhere from 1 to 4 months out from being complete. The last thing to know that is extremely important is that a lot of these homes are being sold before they even come on the market. So I would estimate that around 50% of the homes that me and my team are getting under contract for our clients are not even on the market yet. And the way that works is we work with our clients to find them the ideal home. And that doesn't mean that we just look at what's listed on the market. That means we're also going to go to the other listing agents in Tellico Village. We're going to go to the builders and we're going to describe to them what exactly it is that our clients are looking for. If they have a home that's under construction, or maybe they have one planned that they're about to start construction, they will give us the opportunity to go look at the lot, go look at the home, and go ahead and make an offer on it if it is what our clients are looking for. So we have a substantial percentage of the homes we are selling that we get under contracts for our clients before they even go on the market. That's extremely important to know because most of the best homes actually sell that way. So if you're looking at the homes on the market and you're never seeing anything that really fits what you're looking for come up, that is a likely reason why. So really important to go ahead and reach out to us so we can be working on your behalf to find these properties that potentially would be a perfect fit for you, but aren't even listed yet. For example, this lot right here is owned by a builder. They will be building a home on it and eventually listing it, but there is that chance that somebody is going to come in and purchase it before they even get it listed on the market. So, looking for that ideal lot, that ideal home, it's important to have a team that has the connections here to be able to get you those deals that potentially have not even come on the market yet. So our number's on the screen. Make sure you write that down and save it. Our other contact information is in the description below. You can even book a Zoom call with us. That way we can meet face to face. We'd love to help you put a plan in place to make that purchase. Or if you just have questions and you want to talk to somebody about everything that Tellico Village is about and learn a little more information, even more than what you've gotten in this video, feel free to save our number, reach out to us, shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email anytime. We would love to connect. So this is the final golf course here. This is called Kahiti, and it's the one I was mentioning is the link style golf course. So another beautiful course, and of course you get the homes that sit along it with the view out over the fairways and the greens, and some of them have really nice size lots up to around an acre. So really pretty community. The Kahiti community is separate from the main part of Tellico Village. So it's a little bit further away from Knoxville, a little bit further away from the other amenities in Tellico Village, like the rec center, but it does have a small rec center of its own. It has its own pro shop with restaurant and some tennis and pickleball courts. So some amenities of its own, and then just absolutely beautiful. Another thing that you get out here is you get a bit of a mountain view out here in the background. And this brings me to con number 5 of Tellico Village that I wanted to touch on. And that is a lot of people move to East Tennessee or are looking to move to East Tennessee for the mountain views that you can get. And it's actually really hard to get a long range mountain view in Tellico Village. So one of the things about Kahiti is it has more long range mountain views than the other parts of the village, but it can still be pretty difficult to really get that view that some people are looking for. So, that con of not being able to find those views that people are expecting. Now, you can get it, as I mentioned, but it's going to be a little bit more of a process. So if that's what you're looking for, make sure you go ahead and reach out to us so we can start to put a plan in place to get that for you. And the last pro I wanted to talk about, pro 5 for living in Tellico Village, is the fees to live here are really pretty low compared to a lot of other communities. The POA is only around $168 a month. And then you don't have to worry about paying a social membership, which is great. A lot of communities, you have that mandatory social membership, and the golf course membership is also optional. So really all you have to worry about is $168 a month. If you want to play golf, you can just pay as you play, or you can buy a membership, but really the fees are very reasonable in Tellico Village. If you want me to send you a sheet that breaks down all the fees, what's required, as well as the optional fees for the amenities and golf and everything like that, send me an email and I will send you a PDF that breaks all that down. Our email is in the description below, so send us an email and we will get that sent over to you. But pro number 5 is definitely just the affordability and reasonable cost for living here in Tellico Village. And the other thing about that is the low taxes. Property tax in Tennessee is very low. You know, for a lot of these homes, you're going to be looking at paying only a couple $1,000s a year in property tax. So hopefully this video has given you a good idea for what it's like to live in Tellico Village. You know, there are some pros and some cons, just like there are to living anywhere, but hopefully this is giving you a good idea for if it would be a good fit for you. It is definitely one of the most popular communities in East Tennessee. If you're thinking about buying a home here or in one of the other communities in Tennessee, make sure you reach out to us, shoot us a text, give us a call, or send us an email. Make sure you save our contact information. And even if you just have questions, feel free to reach out anytime. Other than that, I will see you on the next video.